Hey guys, I'm back and I'm back with another video. So we've been focused on narcissism, and my last video I spoke a little bit about an interaction I had with a guy that I had met back when I was in my 20s, and that was a nightmare. And today I'm going to talk about basically if you're in a narcissistic relationship, friendship, mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, or whatever, whoever it is, if I'm going to share my story, and hopefully by sharing my stories, y'all are able to kind of look into your lives and see the individuals that you probably are going to need to cut off or cut out, because maintaining a cord, a connection with a narcissist will have you feeling drained, like depleted of self-esteem, depletion of mental stability, and all that you need to keep yourself healthy in order to survive in the world that we live in today. And you know, a lot of narcissists are energy vampires. The relationship is usually one-sided. You're going to find yourself putting out a lot and not getting a lot in return. They're very selfish individuals, and it's very hard for them to see that. They'll tell you how gracious they are, and how if they cut people out of their lives, how they will miss the person they cut out will miss them because they have so much to offer. But the reality is they don't have much to offer. They're so demanding. They take, and they don't know how to give. Okay. These people, usually when you first meet them, they're going to give you the best of them. Why? Because the narcissist's image is their number one focus. What they present out to the world is very important. A lot of narcissists I know a lot of the narcissists in my life are focused on their image. They want perfection. They want people to think they're this person that they're not. Not saying that they're being fake, but it's just some kind of protection of mechanism that they've themselves kind of attained in life for protection. And it's a reflection of themselves. So when you first meet them, they'll come off like really great people that are invested, interested in you. They're great listeners. They're quiet. And when you get into their relationship, their true colors come out, you know. And when God speaks to you and you have that inclination in you that says, something's not right. This relationships shouldn't drain you. Relationships should uplift you. Relationships with a person should make you feel like you're not alone. You know, if a narcissist will call you, and usually you'll find yourself complaining with a narcissist because they complain so much that they'll drag you into their complaining, and you start complaining about things that you never even really had a problem with. They will consume you. Okay? If you allow a person to dictate your moves, and I mean, as far as dictating, I mean, everybody has a world, an individual world that they live in. Okay, I create my own environment. I like peace. You know, I have some extent of narcissism that I picked up and I learned because there's so many surrounding me. And like the saying says, you are who you surround yourself with. So recently I have decided to cut so many, well, not so many. I've probably already cut out 2 people out of my life that I realized, well, I didn't cut out my life. I'm just going no contact. And birthdays, holidays, I'll text you, hi, happy birthday. But that's all you're gonna get from me. Because if I'm in your presence or not in your presence and you don't check up on me, you're not wondering how I'm doing. I come around you and I hadn't seen you in about 3 years or 2 years or 1 year, and you act like I'm nothing special. I can't have you in my life. And when I see you, all you do is complain and dictate. So let me go back to the world you create. You create your individual world. So when you allow that narcissist to come in, they're going to suck you out of your world and place you into their world. Now you are a pawn in their world, and they're going to place you where they see fit. Usually you're going to notice that you don't really do much outside of the relationship with the narcissist. You're usually there to fulfill one particular need, whether that is to talk to them when they have their issues. You're a great listener probably, so you're going to listen to everything they say. Most of the time you're not going to get a word in. They enjoy maybe going to the parties with you, or they're dragging you out the clubs with you, and that's the only thing you really do. Maybe they want to shop with you. You're there to fulfill one particular need. A healthy, well-rounded relationship, you just don't call someone to do one thing. You call someone, you're like, hey, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Let's go back to the narcissist when you first meet them. Okay, so they're going to present to you this whole fulfilled person that is just well-rounded. And like I said, once you get into the relationship, you then realize that because you've been in their lives a little too long, they usually tend to treat people that's been around them the longest the worst. So they're going to treat you like trash. You're just not as valuable as you were in the beginning, because now you know who they are. They're not trying to impress you anymore. In the beginning, they were trying to impress you so that they can create a visual of themselves, an illusion of themselves to you. And now that they've created that illusion to you, which usually takes about 2 years, a little longer, I'd say around 2 years. Once that illusion is kind of, you'll see the real person. You're not as useful, okay? And then they'll find somebody new, and you'll notice they're going to put in that energy. You're no longer useful. They might even replace you with the things that y'all used to do together and start doing it with the other person, because that's a self-centeredness. It's self-centeredness. So, basically watch out for those signs. And if you do see those signs, for me, I know God was telling me 2 years into a relationship with this particular narcissist, and we had a 7-year relationship. We're going on 7 years or so. 2 years into a relationship, God told me in my heart, hey, this person isn't for you. She's a really great person, but cannot reciprocate or give you what you need in your world, which is, everybody deserves their needs to be fulfilled. But I didn't listen. So approaching 2018, I told God been telling me, he said, you know what, stop dealing with this person. When they call, you tell them no. If they ask you to do a particular thing, stay very focused. And I was strong. I did it for a little bit. The person called, no, I'm good. I stayed to myself. I was very focused. And then I got drawn in again to their agenda, because I guess for me, I didn't want to lose that relationship. Like I said, I depended on the relationship because I didn't have a support system. And I don't have many friends, and that's by choice. I can't take on too many friends. I find when you have too many friends, you have to give yourself, and I have 2 children and a husband. I can't give myself to everybody equally. And that's how I feel about friendships. But when you're encountering a narcissistic relationship and God's telling you, hey, get rid of them, and you don't, you're going to pay. He's going to show you signs where it's like, okay, you're not listening, so let's turn the heat up a little bit. And once you do something the narcissist didn't approve of, because you have to get their approval to do everything, it's a wrap. You wouldn't even think your relationship was that important. It would take the smallest little thing, because you're supposed to be agreeable. And when you're not agreeable and you start to change, nobody likes you to change. They want you to stay the same. You can't change. And people that don't allow you to grow and change, run. Because they want you to be on the level that they are. And when they see that you're not willing to play by their rules and their agenda, they're done with you. Don't think it's you. It's not you. I'm not saying you don't have any issues. I'm not saying whatever. But when you're dealing with a narcissist, strength is your weapon. Independence is your weapon. And you have to be ready to be lonely. If that is your only resource of communication and friendship, God will replace once you get rid. Trust me. He might not replace with another person, but he will replace to fulfill you where you need fulfilling. So trust in God. I did. I will continue to do that. And I will continue to weed out narcissists in my life so that I can be mentally sound, grounded, and spiritually clean. Once I let the narcissist go, I felt empowered. More power than I ever felt. Once I let these two people go. You know why? I wasn't worried about what they think if I didn't call them in 2 days. What would this person think if I didn't respond to a text fast enough? What would this person think if I didn't do what they asked me to do? I don't care. I don't give a crap. I am done living my life for people that are crazy. You're living your life in accord to people who aren't mentally sound. Half the people walking around are not mentally sound and aren't taking the steps to grow, to become mentally sound. I had to put in the work because I know I wasn't a healthy person and I couldn't healthily give myself and be a great friend, be a great mom, be a great wife because I knew I had issues. Do the work. And if you're not the narcissist, if you don't have narcissistic traits and you think you don't need to do any work, clear out your environment so that you can get blessed, so that you can receive more. You deserve it. You deserve love. You deserve to be listened to. You deserve to be accompanied. You deserve to be put first. Don't ever let anybody make you feel that way. And don't let anyone tell you any different. I love you all. And thank you for coming to my channel. Please subscribe and share. I want everybody to have this discussion. I want everybody to hear this discussion. And if you have any comments, if you could share your story, I would love that. Y'all take care. Love you. Bye.